I had an earpiece in on a local Bradford channel, and I could hear one of my colleagues mentioning a white Sprinter van that were making off from him. And at the same time I could hear this, a white Sprinter van came past me, and I can see blue lights from a police van.
This van had been involved or had been seen leaving the scene of a burglary, so that's the only information that we had at that time.
Yeah, we're turning, we're not trying to stop it yet, we're right on the Victor Road.
Andy and Lindsay are trained in pursuit driving.
5-1 behind you.
As they catch up with the chase, they signal to pass.
Yeah, we're pulling over till he comes through.
Tango 5-1. 5-1, we're going to intro, it's got a vehicle making off. 5-1, we're currently on St Mary's Road towards Lund Lane.
You get a rush of adrenaline, and I recall everything, gripping the steering wheel and thinking, right, we're in for a roll here.
After chasing the van for 2 miles towards Bradford city centre, Andy spots a chance to try and identify the driver and gets alongside the speeding van.
Yeah, we've got an Asian male driver, careful.
There are many things that we have to consider in a split second. If that target vehicle crashes into a family and causes serious injuries, it's always in the back of our head, what if that were my family or my colleague's family?
Left onto White's View.
Andy and Lindsay call for backup.
Where are you going towards?
Right, we're currently on Walker Drive, going back towards general direction of Thornton Road.
Lindsay's directions are crucial for the other units making their way to the chase.
Speed is now 50 miles per hour. Stand by.
The stakes are rising as the van heads back towards busy rush hour streets.
It was tea time, people coming and going from work, there's children, it's a highly residential area, the roads were all busy by the traffic lights, etc. So it's always something that we have to put first and foremost. So it's a Mercedes Sprinter. We're right, Wetley Lane again.
But before they can bring the van to a halt, the game plan suddenly changes.
Don't do that, no, don't do that. Where's it got? Oh. We're going to be aborted at this rate. What a silly thing to do.
We're now back onto Wetley Lane. We've got one front seat passenger that's on the phone and a driver.
It's going to be a decamp, is this in a minute, I reckon. I don't think they're going to keep going for long.
But then the van driver makes his first big mistake.
We've gone left onto Glenholme Road and then left again. Oh, it's collided with a small wall, but it's continuing.
It's going to decamp, it's lost its back wheel.
It's lost its rear near side wheel.
That's the riskiest point of losing somebody. As soon as they leave the vehicle and start running, that's when you may lose them.
He's losing control as he's going round corners because he hasn't got the stability at the back end.
As the damaged van speeds down a residential street, an unmarked car joins the chase.
I'm going to...
We're Ashwell Road now, Ashwell Road.
The van is going round in circles, and Andy gambles on taking a back road to try and cut it off.
Careful.
They're head-to-head with the van, but the driver spots a way out.
Careful, Amber.
There was a gap in the parked cars that presented itself to this driver.
Let him get through.
Oh, nail it.
He's going to kill something, this idiot.
Getting the 2.5-ton police car turned in the tight city back streets leaves Andy and Lindsay playing catch-up.
Within your location update, we're now Walker Drive.
Decamps.
Finally, a city centre patrol car has forced the driver to stop.
On your feet, mate. On your feet. Nice and steady. Nice and steady, lad. On 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put you in the span, all right?
2 men are pulled from the van.
Get up now.
Yeah, you're under arrest for failing to stop for police, dangerous driving. Caution that you don't have to say anything. May harm your defence if you don't mention. When questioned, something which you later rely in court. Have you anything on you at all that you shouldn't have?
No, mate.
Any weapons, anything sharp that could harm us?
Nothing like that.
Right.
PC Mark Claxton finally brought the van to a halt.
They seemed a very desperate man to get away for some reason. If you look here, rubber gloves, on the floor. When that's usually an indication that a vehicle's stolen. Damage to that's not gonna, but we'll see if we can get into the rear of the van and get out.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Okay.
Fantastic.
That'll be the smell. It is a mobile cannabis factory. That'll be the reason that they've gone to try and get away, and why he's had rubber gloves on in front. Lindsay and Andy, who've decided to stop this vehicle, and it's been brought to their attention, have just done an absolutely excellent job.
During the chase, Andy suspected the van might be carrying cannabis.
The stench coming from back at van, even in his car following it, were quite overwhelming.
To get that haul is significant, really. It's an excellent result. Take that amount of cannabis off the street.
And it's taking 2 major drug dealers off at road. So yeah, we could do with identifying them as quickly as possible and finding out where they've been grown and see if there's any more and confiscating all the equipment.